They used to watch you all the time when you were a baby.
That's true, but I don't know. I'm a bit older.
You are. You would sit in my lap and play with ponies and put on lip gloss.
I'm pretty sure the lip gloss stuff was Kansas.
You were so little. You were like, 1 and 2. I think the last time that you were on a live, you were probably like 2.
Yeah. Or maybe it was like 3.
2 and 3. You're so much more grown now.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I was like 6 when you had Mac.
Hi, everybody. They'll say hi to you when they get on.
Hello.
Hello. Did you see the caption that I put?
No.
The caption of this live is hello. You are your mother's daughter, that is for sure. What's up, friends? Me.
What's up?
What's up? What's up? We're going all day 725 being in the house with snow. They're never going back to school, I swear. It's like we've had a second summer, basically. A second summer with snow.
8-day weekend.
8-day weekend. Everyone's going stir crazy. I'm waiting for some, like, I need some mania, some manic to hit me, and I just need to, like, panic clean the whole house and put the tray away. It's so bad. But it's so cold. It's too cold. It's too cold to do anything. I'm in the house and I'm cozy, but I know that it's cold outside, so I just don't want to do anything. Hey. Okay, there y'all are. First of all, it's been a minute, or it's been a few days since I've been live, so I was like, oh, I need to talk to y'all and see what you're doing. It's freezing. Kathy, it is 5 degrees outside. We got more snow. Kids are out of school. It'll be a miracle if they don't go back tomorrow, because they go to a Catholic school, and in our little town, Catholics are immune to cold. And so they are usually the very last ones to announce if they're not going to have school. And like the public schools will be like, we're done for the week. We'll see you next week. Catholic schools not so much. And they also like to usually wait till like 5 a.m. to let you finally know that they're not going to have school. But I made a Facebook post on my personal page and was just like, hey, listen, you win. Catholic shot callers. Okay. We know that in a game of vehicular chicken, you will crash and burn before you call it first. So bravo. But let's just go ahead and let everyone know we're not going tomorrow. Y'all know we're not going. So just call it. And then they saw my Facebook post and they sent out emails immediately. So you're welcome, hometown. Anyway. So I was just on the phone. The reason I wanted to talk to y'all is because I was just on the phone with my booker and he had sent me an email because I have New York, where you at? Does anybody from New York here? I am actually going to have a couple of shows in New York in July, and I'm super stoked about it. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the email, because I have Albany scheduled for July 24th. So okay, I'm looking at my schedule. Okay, July 24th, I have Albany, New York. And then, so I got this email and it said for July 25th, if I wanted to do a club called Rodney's in New York City. Like the actual New York City. And immediately my whole body was like, no. Because I don't know I think just in the South, we are trained to be terrified of New York. So I just got super scared immediately and I was like, no. and then right after I said that, I was like, okay, that wasn't me. That was fear speaking. That was fear overwhelming my spirit. And I need to say yes. And I need to like go somewhere I never thought I would get to go and experience that, you know? I was like, man, I just feel like everybody there is going to hate me. And as soon as I open my mouth and a banjo comes out, they're gonna be like, she's a Republican. Like all these thoughts went through my head immediately. But then I was like, no, I need to go. I need to, you know what? God has placed it on my heart that he wants me to speak. And every time I have an opportunity to do so, I need to take it and not let fear make decisions for me. You know, I've really decided not to let fear. Now, on the other hand, I do let discernment guide me. So if I don't feel like something's right or it's going to work, then I have no problem saying no. But if fear is the driving factor for why I want to say no, then it's got to be a yes. I've got to ignore that, push that away, and trust, you know, in God's plan for me. And so I am going to have Albany, New York in July 24th, and then I'm going to have New York City the 25th. And I'm scared and excited, but I really want to have that experience as a comic to go do comedy in New York. The thing is too, is like, I want to do something so different with my comedy. I'm on a path to do, more than comedy, you know, like I want it to be, heartfelt, have a message. It's not just straight comedy. I'm getting away from anything crass or crude or raunchy, what other people's opinion would be of that anyway. So I'm really excited, and I get nervous to bring that into the club atmosphere because I just get filled with all these doubts and worries, and that has a tendency to happen to me. Like even after shows, this last show in Nashville, like as soon as I got done with Nashville, I really straight up had like a battle in my mind and my soul. I just felt so off. Like I felt so emotional, and I was overwhelmed with tormenting thoughts, just negative thoughts, just so many negative thoughts, just a constant stream of them. I just couldn't get out of my head. And well, y'all, Megan, you said I need to be your bodyguard in New York, so I immediately, y'all know I normally tour with my friend Gerard. He usually features. He's from Jersey, and this club in New York City is like, I think he said it was the first club he's ever done. So I immediately texted him. I was like, I want to do this. I'm going to do it, but you got to go. I need you to go because this is your safe space. This is your home. You're comfortable here. Also, you have UFC fighter skills. And I don't think I can drive across New York by myself. I need you there to help me not freak out and not panic, and I need you. You gotta come support me on this one. Also, it's your home, so you're coming. So I will have him with me, which makes me feel a lot safer and more comfortable. But yeah, I don't know. There's something stirring in my spirit. There's a clear vision and a path that I want to go down. This current tour is packed pretty full aside from April, because my husband coaches he helps coach the high school baseball team, and their schedule is ridiculous. And, so I just can't travel a lot in April. But as of right now, March, we have one show in April, and that's in Columbus, Ohio. And then May, Kansas City and Orlando, but we're fixing to put a route together probably. So Orlando is May 29th, and we're going to put a route that goes from Orlando to Savannah, to Charleston, South Carolina. And then I'm trying to add another one in the Greenville area after Charleston. So it'll be like a 4-show run. So I'll just go down to Florida and just drive right up and do 4 shows in a row. So that could be a lot. And then we've got a couple in June, and we're going to have 4 shows in July. So it's a pretty, as far as for me, for a mom of 4, that's a pretty stacked schedule up through the summer. And then fall is iffy for me because I have 2 kids in fall sports, and there's just a lot school starts back, there's a lot going on. So the focus, where I really want to make this official shift and the type of tour that I'm doing is going to be starting in the fall, and I'm super excited about it because it is going, I mean, I want to promote it in this way, and I want it to be known, and I want you to know what to expect, that tour is going to start this vision that I have of a set filled with hope and humor and testimony and faith and everything all wrapped up into one. And it's going to be real and raw and hilarious and all of these things combined. And I want to call it fruitful. And I have this, I have this whole idea that's been planted in my soul about creating this set around fruitful and around the fruits of the Spirit, and how to interlace that with my life and also hilarious stories. And so right now, like kind of what I'm doing right now in this current tour is figuring out how to make that shift. So each set is me giving you a little bit of the old things, like I know what things are funny. I know what's funny at this point. I've headlined 4 tours. I have done well over probably 150 shows at this point. I know what you guys love to hear, and I love giving that to you. But right now I'm trying to make that shift and find this new find these new segues into this, and to where this set is going for the fall. And I'm just really looking forward to it. And it's like pruning. It feels like pruning, because for me, when you're seeing me on stage and I'm in the moment giving you a story, or when you see of me is me delivering a story, it's making you laugh, you're really enjoying it, it's funny. But what's going on inside of my body and mind at the exact same time as I'm delivering that is searching for where it is I wanted to take this. Is that I left out a word, I didn't finish that bit, I got distracted, I didn't emphasize the right part of that sentence, I forgot what the segue was to connect these 2 stories. Like all of those things are going on in my body at the same time. So you're not seeing the absolute chaos that's going on in the inside. And it's not always like that. So when I'm delivering you a set that I've done, and I have had it down, and I've done it so many times, and I know the stories, and I know the funny parts, and I know which moments are gonna erupt in laughter, and like that's a really great feeling. It takes a minute to get there with a set. And so right now I'm at the very beginning again, where I'm developing a new thing. And that's uncomfortable. That's super uncomfortable, but it's fun. It's fun in the discomfort, and it's especially when those moments happen where a light bulb goes off and you go, oh, that's it, that's what I was looking for, that's that. And I had that actually. I had a show in Omaha, gosh, I guess it's probably might have even been a couple months ago, but the last show that I had in Omaha was exactly what I had in my heart that I wanted my set to be, start to finish. It was everything I wanted. It involved every aspect of the stories that I wanted to tell from my childhood and growing up with a single mom, and the hardships that we went through, but interlacing that with the humor that our entire family carries with us. Every experience we have, we've always been able to see it from a viewpoint of humorous, and being able to bring all of that out and connect it in a way that goes towards connecting my childhood and what my mom had to deal with to me as an adult and a mom, and the faith and how that impacted me as a kid and how it's impacted me as an adult and what it means to me now, and then testimony, and just like having all of that wrapped up into one. That's what I'm working towards. And so yeah, like, so for me, for like Nashville, for example, was tough because I was trying to start new. And so everybody had fun. All the feedback was good, but inside my body, I was just like a little bit panicked because I'm doing this new thing and it's scary. And I am scared. I do have fear in what it is. And then I really just kind of at the end of that set was like, just go for it, man. And I just straight up just was like, yeah, I'm going to give you some testimony right now. Like, I'm going to give you some words of faith-based encouragement in a comedy club where I feel very uncomfortable doing it, but I'm going to. And that was nerve-wracking. It was very scary. But I did it. And I think that that's probably why there were so many tormenting thoughts that followed, like the whole traveling home. And then when I got home, I just felt off. I felt very emotional. I was like crying a lot. I don't really normally cry that much, but it just felt like something's going on, like there's a battle going on. And one thing that I am for certain of, though, is what the vision is. The vision that God has put in my, I got that. It hasn't changed. I've got that. And I'm just getting there. So I'm in the process of getting there. And these shows are that process of me getting there. But my goal is that by the time the fall comes around, that I've got this whole new thing, you know, and this whole new tour, and it's gonna be called Fruitful. And I'm really excited on working that out right now so that I can get there by the fall. And yeah, so that's where we're at. We've got Crossville March 1st, Crossville, Tennessee. That's almost sold out. And if you guys had not been allowed to pick your seats, it would be sold out. So I have a very mixed emotions towards you. I'm like very happy with you and also extremely annoyed. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why you should not be allowed to choose your own seats. There's 10 seats left, nowhere near each other, and random spots on different rows. Okay, so if you want to come and be a single, or you want to come with someone and you don't have to sit with them, there's about 10 seats left for Crossville. And then we've got, don't start writing that, it's loud.
I know. It's loud. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is loud. And yeah. And then we've got Gatlinburg, March 7th and 8th. So I got a weekend in Gatlinburg, and I'm super stoked about that one, as I just love Gatlinburg. It's one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. So I'm excited just to be there and to have, you know, an hour where I get to also pop up and work on some material and make you guys laugh. Then that's just an added bonus. And they've got good pizza from what I hear, so I'm stoked about. It's at the Jersey Hustle Comedy Club, which also is a really awesome venue because it's outside of the hustle and bustle of the Strip, and there's not really a lot of, there's not like a local stand-up scene for comedy from what I gather. There's so many big shows that happen on the Strip, so I think it's really cool what they're doing, and I'm really excited to be there. And that's an intimate venue, so it'll be super fun. Obviously meet and greets, but that's a Friday and Saturday, March 7th and 8th. I'll be in Gatlinburg. Cannot wait. Super excited. See you there. And then March 27th after that, it's Dayton, Ohio. Can't wait to be back. I can't remember if I've done Dayton or not. Like, I know I've done Columbus. I don't remember if I've been in Dayton. I can't remember what, I know I did Cincinnati. I did Hilarities, and I also did the Improv. But so Dayton, March 27th, and then in April we're gonna have Columbus, Ohio. May 8th is Kansas City again, my KC Mo. That one usually sells out, so if you happen to catch on this live that we have, it's Kansas City, May 8th. You might want to go ahead and get your tickets on that one. And then May 29th, I've got Orlando, and we're going to try and do a run. So it's not on the schedule yet, but the run is going to be Orlando, hopefully Savannah, Orlando, Savannah, Charlotte. No, Orlando, Savannah. Is it Charlotte? Oh my God. What did I say earlier? I already forgot. I'm worried about myself and my brain and my memory. Charleston. They both start with a CH, and it threw me off, okay? Charleston. You know, the same thing happened with Crossville, because y'all know this. I kept calling Crossville Clarksville, and then once I said it once, I could not get it out of my head, and then everyone else started saying it too, and I was like, my mom even called me yesterday. She goes, did you hear what happened in Clarksville? And I was like, no. She's like, well, you better, she's like, it's flooded, which, by the way, I'm so sorry. I hope y'all are okay. But I was like, okay. And she goes, well, you have a show there. I was like, no, I don't. Don't tell me that. No, I don't. No, don't confuse me. It's in Crossville. It's in Crossville. Crossville. She's like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm sure. It's my show. I know. It's in Crossville. And then I had to go pull it up and double check because I don't know. I never know. But anyway, so Orlando, Savannah, Charleston, and then maybe hopefully something in the Greenville, South Carolina area. We'll do a week run of shows there. June 5th, Tampa. June 26th, Toledo, Ohio. July 9th, OKC. July 10th, Tulsa. July 24th, Albany, and we're going to wrap her up. We're going to wrap this one up in New York City at Rodney's on the 25th. I'll get those those other shows added to the schedule as soon as we confirm. But yeah, so it's a lot. I feel like that's a pretty good run of shows for me. That's a lot. And then we're going to pick it back up August, September, October, November. We're trying to do as many weekends as possible. And that one is going to be, okay, this is where I need your help. The next run of shows that I told you about, the one I want to call Fruitful, that is going to be no clubs. We are focusing on small town theaters. So, the towns like right outside of the cities and like Crossville, the one we're fixing to do in Crossville, perfect. I've got the Ritz in Toccoa that's going to be getting scheduled, and I think that one's going to be in June. So I am coming back to the Ritz in Toccoa. I've got one that we're trying to do in Mitchell, Indiana. We've got to find a different date because the first offer would not work. But so these smaller theaters that are in smaller towns outside of the cities, if you have any okay. When I tell y'all the vitamin D3K2, I'm telling you, it's been that right there. Did you hear that? Did you hear that wet, chesty cough? It's never going away. The amount of vitamins and everything else I've shoved down their throats, it is never ending. It's like they're okay, but it's like not going away. But somehow, your girl, I'm surrounded in it. Like it's a fog of mucus that I'm inhaling 24/7, and somehow she's good. I'm telling you, vitamin D3K2 is where it's at. Also the AG1, I'm a fan. Not a fan of choking it down, but I'm telling y'all, I think it's doing some really good things inside of my body. But so yeah, if you have a small town theater, not only should you tag them here, but you should email them and tell them you would like to have me there. Because we are going to be packing the fall tour with small town theaters. Because I really need to stick to Saturdays and Sundays during the fall because my kids have so many sports during the week. So that's what we're doing. So I'm trying to do as many Saturday and Sundays as I possibly can in the fall. Small town theaters, let me know where you're at. Let me know where you want me to be. Hit up the venues, tag them in here. When I say smaller theaters, I'm thinking 700 or less-ish. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. It's been a minute, I guess, since I've been back from Nashville, but Zanies was fun. Shout out to them. We did have a good time. When I myself am having to go like a month in between shows, it's just difficult. It just doesn't feel good. I'm not at that point right now where delivering my set feels very good because I have to take so much time in between. So I'm not getting the practice, not getting the material worked out. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I didn't finish this bit. I didn't even start this bit. I didn't say this word. I didn't do the right segue. I was all over the place, and that never feels good to me. I really like to have a very strong start, flow, and finish in my sets. But that only happens after. It usually takes me about 3 shows in a row to have it down and it feel really good. And I never have that many shows in a row ever. It's always a lot of time in between. So that can make me feel just, ugh. Even if the show was great and you didn't notice, I did. So, I know, I thought I was going to get stuck there again. We had to reschedule Nashville the first time. And then when I came for the rescheduled date, while I was there, back home had another snowstorm, and it's never ending. So we had just gotten all the mud dried up in the yard. It's so cold too, though. My dog usually likes to go out and run around in the snow and play and chase squirrels, and she's like, she runs out, she pops squats, she sprints back to the door and is like, oh my God. So nobody wants to be outside. Nobody wants to leave the house. And I need to go to the grocery store. Do you know how bad it sucks to go to the grocery store when it's this cold outside and you have to brave the wind from the door to your parking spot, and then you have to stand there and put the grocery bags into the trunk while the wind's just piercing your cheeks? Oh, I love comfort hoodies, Hannah. I have several, don't I? I have a red, a white, a black, and then I have like a normal that's not a zip, that's lavender. I got it lavender because that's the school colors for my kids' sports team, so I can wear that when it's chilly in the fall. I have so many. I got her one. I got my son has one. All my kids have a comfort hoodie and sweats. So you could say I'm a fan. I love them. But I also got them. They had a massive sale because they can be expensive. But it makes me feel did y'all even know? Like, I think everybody focuses on they look comfortable and all that, but they're slightly weighted, and their focus is mental health and helping. They have like weighted blankets for anxiety. That's kind of like these sweaters. Like, that's why they're made the way you can slide your anxious fingers into your sleeves, zip this thing all the way up, and then hide away. Makes me feel better. That's why I like them, especially when I'm flying. Especially when I'm flying these days. We just had this discussion, and I know y'all are trying to say this happens. Delta, another one. Are you kidding me? Another one on its back. What? I was literally looking up flights on Delta to get to Tennessee. When that came up, I was like, nope. We're going to fly Southwest into Nashville. We're in a car and drive the rest of the way. But anyway, okay. Well, that's all the chit chat I want to do with y'all today. Just giving you updates on the shows and like what we're doing and where it's going and how excited I am. Nothing else is happening, is it, Bo?
No.
No, not really.
No,
we're just stuck in the house.
Because it's freezing outside.
Yeah, we're not those people that like to go do snow angels very much. We prefer the warmth. She's a beach girl. She loves the beach. She's like the only one in our family that loves the beach. The rest of us like the mountains. That's why I'm so excited about Gatlinburg. That's why I cannot. Did you know that I have a show in Gatlinburg?
Yes, you were talking about it.
In a week, and it's gonna be a whole weekend.
Of being on the mountain.
We had fun, but she would rather be at the beach.
Yeah,
I would rather be at the mountains.
Beach. Instead of being here, I'd rather be in Florida at the beach.
Rolling in the sand.
Yes.
She likes to get in the sand. My oldest is like, yeah, it's everywhere. It's on me. It's like glitter to her. She can't stand it. She doesn't like it. I'm gonna be honest, the older I get, the less I like the beach too. It's hot. I'm like, it's so hot. I'm not going in the water. I'm not going in the water.
At the beach, I still like it. I still love it, even though I got some burn. I still like it.
You did get a little bit of. What's that fish? What is that fish with the flashlight dangling around?
The anglerfish?
The angler. I didn't get in there with some of them angler fish coming up to the surface to say hello. No, thank you.
That thing belongs in the midnight zone.
Did you see that? That's
that thing
crazy.
belongs in the midnight zone. That thing belongs
in the midnight zone. Is that what you call it? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
She has a plethora of random facts, especially when it comes to like animals and ocean animals. Did you see the video of it coming to the surface?
Yeah, you showed me it.
Yeah, isn't that cool? That was a real one. And did you know, apparently, it's tiny? I saw that video. I thought that thing was the size of my body. It looked huge. It looked like at least this big.
That was a Finding Nemo.
Did you know they're tiny?
Yeah.
How big are they?
I don't know, like this.
No, they're little. Apparently it's like, it was little. Which means...
It was probably a baby.
I don't know. I think they're just little. I think they're actually small, like very small. They just seem like they
like the size of a puffer fish.
Maybe, yeah. Which just like the perfect size to just at her heels, like the movie Critters. Oh my god, no! I'm not going in the ocean.
And that's why I don't go into it that much.
You have a cabin in Tennessee? I know. I love Tennessee. So,
That wasn't me.
we do the millennial front hair pieces down with a pony. You mean this? I can't. That's the first thing. It's put it up nice and tight, bring it down. Nice and tight, bring it down. Twirl it.
You always do that with my hair.
I do it with their hair too. I can't help it. I'll put their hair up and then I'm like, wait. Twirl it, twirl it. Beautiful. It's got to frame that beautiful face right there.
A couple times I like to just pull it back behind my ears like, yeah, I'm not going to go with that.
Nowadays, what I have to do is I have to bring it down and then I get my eyebrow stamp that I never used and I pop it up here. Fill in those bald spots right there. That's what we do. The older millennials, bring it down, fill in the bald spots. Perfect. J.R. Hey, there's my best friend.
Yes.
JR, say hey, best friend.
Hi, best friend.
That's her uncle. Her uncle JR, her favorite person in the whole wide world. She sees him maybe once or twice a year, but that he will always be her favorite person on the planet.
Mhm.
I get to see him. In a couple of weeks because I'm going. So for Crossville, I'm going to fly into Nashville and then I'm driving to Huntsville and I'm gonna spend the night with my mom, and then me, my mom, and I think Jayara and my sister are going to come to that, are all going to ride to that show in Crossville together. So I guess they're just going to have to be seat fillers for the seats that you guys randomly left open. You crazies. But all right. Well, I'll let y'all go. I don't really have anything of interest to talk about right now. My brain's kind of blank. I just need to clean.
Yeah, the only thing on your mind right now is to clean.
I need to clean. I mean, I need to take it from thinking about it to action. Can somebody just tell me they're going to stop by later?
Oh, look at that. Right, it is the size of a puffer fish.
What?
Yeah, someone said she's correct.
She's correct.
It's
See?
the size of a puffer fish.
Do you know when we do like trivia, if we're ever at a restaurant that has trivia, the most random things that she doesn't why do you know that? She always gets it. She gets it right every time.
Well, most of the time when it's animal facts. Most of the time when it's basically animal-ish.
Well, you were right. Again. All right. I'm going to let y'all go and think about cleaning.
Do not step outside or else it'll turn into a nice block.
Was that your thought or were you reading a comment?
Well, no, really. I feel like every time I go outside when it's 2 degrees outside, I feel like I'm immediately going to turn into a block of ice.
Yes.
A giant block of ice. I don't know if that's even possible or you would actually
If you were wet, if you were like all wet.
Oh my gosh, yes, I'd turn into a block of ice.
You would jump off the porch and just freeze in the sun.
Yeah, I just like freeze immediately.
But it's like you did that challenge. She did that challenge where she had on like shorts and a t-shirt and jumped off the back porch into the snow. They all did this.
Oh, that was so cold. I felt like something bit me.
But you did not do it all full out. Like Kansas did a full out belly flop into it. She kind of just dipped her toes.
Yeah, I just like dipped my body in there.
You can't even do that now. You get frostbite.
Oh my gosh, it felt like something bit me, but I didn't even get frostbite, surprisingly.
Your toes didn't turn blue and purple and fall off. Somebody said your daughter's so pretty.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, it's because she's been putting so much of that chapstick on that mouth. She does this. Does anybody else have kids do this in the winter, like excessively, because their lips get chapped, and they do this excessively to peel the skin off of it, and then eventually the dry skin scabs begin to spread like halfway down their chin and up to their nose, and then it looks like she's just got this like
mustache,
clown lipstick mouth, like this big, and it's just straight up damaged, destroyed chapped skin. All of mine did this, and we're trying to recover her mouth from it because.
Well, at least it didn't go all the way like up here,
It was spreading pretty
so
fast.
it
like she came in my room and I was like,
right
"What the heck is on your mouth?" I was like, "That is your mouth." It was like, I mean, just red and puffy. Like she got some bad Botox. Is what it looked like.
Well, basically, my chat lips went like all the way up here, but Kansas and Presley's a long time ago, you told me it went all the way up here.
It was so bad. I had to like pile so much.
I bet they looked like they were undercover cops with a red mustache.
Are you even?
Giant red mustache.
So random. I always know the weirdest facts to like octopus will punch fish for fun. Yeah. We bought her all these like random fact books, especially around animals because she loves them so much.
Yeah, I read both of them, and I read all 500 of them.
500 pages.
Well, but there's also 500 facts, and I read it all, and I'm reading it again because I like it.
All right, we're gonna go. I gotta sweep. That is wet. You need to spit.
Buddy, do you spit?
Okay.
You got liquid in your
All right, love you guys. Like I said, drop the venue, your small town venues, and tag them.
Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.